Reached the quarterfinals of the DFB Pokal Cup, where they're going to host Werder Bremen on March the 11th. So we're just moments away from kickoff here in Wolfsburg, where second meets survival in the Google Pixel Frauen-Bundesliga. For Wolfsburg, the equation is quite simple. 3 points today keeps the pressure firmly on leaders Bayern Munich ahead of their trip to Werder Bremen tomorrow. So there's no margin for error at the top, and the She-Wolves absolutely know it. Essen arrive fighting a very different battle. They'll be determined to show far more resilience than last October's heavy defeat. And a result this afternoon would create vital breathing space between themselves and the bottom two. So Sviana Huth looks like she's going to get things started for us here today in the Auk Stadion, and a very healthy crowd inside to cheer on the She-Wolves, who have a vital Champions League game coming up in midweek against Juventus, the return leg after drawing 2-2. It's a winner-take-all match. Whoever wins that game in Turin will head to the Champions League quarter-finals. But first and foremost, domestic duty must take care of itself as Wolfsburg get the game underway. So here's Johannes with an early touch of the ball to play in Weidermeier. Here's Kleinhardt on the side today, but that's a loose one. And that's capitalised by Essen, who can get forward with Flat down the left-hand side. The hair ball inside is easily taken care of by Kleinhardt. And Wolfsburg retain possession deep inside their own half. Last week Essen actually played with a back five, impressed Cologne high up the pitch, but today I think they're going to try and make life difficult for Wolfsburg in the middle of the pitch by having four across the middle. Yes. So here's Kleinhardt. Plenty of room and plenty of time to assess. Bodies in front of her. Here's Kieland. That's a good ball. Played out to Huth. And that'll be an early corner kick. No, that one's saved. No, it has in fact just crossed the line. Sinderman unable to keep the ball in after the slight deflection of Baker. And that'll be our first corner kick of the game. Justin Kieland will come across to take this one. Plenty of bodies inside the 18-yard box for Wolfsburg. It only took them 3 minutes in the corresponding fixture to take the lead against Essen. So Essen will be looking to hold firm in the opening couple of minutes here. So driven to the front post. But that one's easily cleared by Essen. Here's Huth, playing the ball back out to Kieland. She comes in field, exchanges the ball, and that will draw the foul for the home side, who have another opportunity with another set piece to deliver the ball into the box. This time Kieland will be looking for a better delivery. In conversation with Sviana Huth. Kieland will deliver again. Huth on the move. That's a good ball into the box. It's pinging about a bit, and there's an effort at goal, which is very well blocked. It's Tuan who manages to clear the ball. Here's Kieland again. Looking for Huth. Just makes the ball through to her. Huth making for the byline, and she draws another corner for Wolfsburg, who have made a very solid start here in the first 3 minutes or so. Bharatvarsh, 22 years old, conceding the corner. So 3 set pieces within the opening 3 minutes for the home side. Essen will need to stand firm here as the ball gets delivered into the box. It's a decent ball to the back stick, and there's a header on target, and that one's cleared off the line but it falls to the feet of Busi, and Busi puts the ball into the back of the net for Wolfsburg to take an early lead here in the Augstadion. Just coming up to the 4-minute mark, it's Wolfsburg 1, Essen 0. Ella Tuan, really unfortunate. She does so well to block the ball on the line, but it falls perfectly for Kessia Busi. Back in the side today, back in the starting 11, and that's her 7th goal of the season. Perfect start for Stefan Lack's side. So here's Essen on the move down the right-hand side. They'll need to keep their head here. Losing an early goal, and they certainly don't want a repeat of last October's fixture, but they're already a goal down, just coming up to the 5-minute mark. Here's Ella Tuan, the 23-year-old, who's playing right back today. She's rejoined the club that she started her career with. She was recently playing in Cologne, where she made a number of appearances in the German and also in the Austrian Bundesliga. She's played 13 matches in the UEFA Women's Champions League and has got 4 caps for the Swiss national team. So plenty of experience, but she was unable to do anything about Wolfsburg's opening goal. Trying to make tracks through the centre of the pitch. That one's been blocked out. Here's Minga. The referee drawing the foul there for the home side. Stefan Lack will be absolutely delighted with his side's start to this game. The 40-year-old. Now into his 2nd spell with the club, having rejoined them last April after spending 4 years with Hoffenheim. He said he wanted to make a few changes for this weekend's game due to the important fixtures coming up. 4 changes in total for today's starting 11. He said it was important ahead of this game to use the squad depth to rest some players and give some others much needed match minutes. So using his squad to full here. Here's Flack. That's excellent play by Kopp. She's unable to make tracks there. That's a good ball through to Beerenstein. If she can get her head up, Lineth Beerenstein, the Dutch international, making her way into the 18-yard box, but that one's blocked, and that one should be cleared, and it is. Wolfsburg pick up the loose ball. Here's Weidemeyer playing the ball in field to Kleinherrn. She plays the ball out to Huth with plenty of room here. It's good one-touch play down the right-hand side. Here's Weidemeyer. Kleinherrn. Here's Huth. Here's Bergsvand. Pedimores. Busi's unable to collect that one, and that one's cleared by Tuan. Wolfsburg will start again, just keeping possession of the football. Here's Kleinherrn in the centre circle, looking to get forward. She comes back to Weidemeyer, who squares it to Bergsvand. Into the starting 11 today. Up in there. That one should be capitalised by Beerenstein, not quite. And well cleared by Essen into space, but nobody forward for Essen. So Bergsvand's got plenty of time to take control of the ball, get her head up. She plays in Kleinherrn. Kleinherrn again. Here's Weidemeyer. She took a bit of a knock there, Weidemeier, but I think she'll be okay. That's a throw into the home side, halfway through Essen's half. She'll take the throw in, she'll come back to Kleinherrn. Plenty of room inside Essen's half. She comes across to Bergsvand and gets the ball back. She plays it forward. Here's Minga. Kleinherrn again. Bergsvand's got options over on her left-hand side in Bussy and Linda. Here's the goal scorer. Here's Bergsvand again, getting plenty of ball in these opening 10 minutes or so. Kleinherrn did well, she had to stretch for that. She brings in Weidemeier into the equation. Here's Huth. Essen keeping things very solid at the back, just in front of the 18-yard box. Making it difficult for Wolfsburg. Forced to go all the way back. Bergsvand looking for options, and she gets it from Kleinherrn. Now here's Essen. They need to take control of the ball, but they've been dispossessed of that quickly. Here's Bussy inside the 18-yard box, but that's an excellent challenge by Debitska, and that'll go out for a Wolfsburg throw deep inside Essen's half. Kieland will leave that one for Linda. She throws the ball back to Guru Bergsvand. She comes in field to Kleinherrn. Here's Weidemeier on the right-hand side, looking for the movement of Huth. It's a good ball through to Huth. Huth showing nice feet. Plays in Weidemeier. And that one's been well defended by Kopp. Here's Huth. She's been dispossessed of the ball. Here's Kopp. She's lost it in a dangerous area, and that one's been cleared for a throw into the home side. So Essen on the back foot a little bit here. They need to be able to retain possession of the ball if they want to try and get out of their own half. In the opening 11 minutes or so, it's been nothing but Wolfsburg on the ball, all the football being played in Essen's half. Here's Bergsvand. And that one's made its way through to Huth, and she's got plenty of room here on the right-hand side. Now she's looking for options inside the box, head up, it's a really good ball to the back stick. That one's been defended well, but it drops again for Wolfsburg. That one is shot high and wide, and that one's gone out for a goal kick from Minga to the home side. Helena Jacques, the new manager of SGS Essen, only took charge of the team back on the 1st of January. This is only her 4th game in charge of the club. She would have been buoyed by a spirited performance last week against Cologne after suffering 2 successive defeats at the beginning of her tenure. She actually made 97 appearances for the Belgian national team. She's got plenty of coaching experience in her home country of Belgium. She's worked for the Football Association there, as well as Club Brugge and KAA Ghent. But she's been tasked here with keeping Essen in the Frauen-Bundesliga. So here's Essen, trying to make tracks into Wolfsburg's half, but they'll need to be more careful with their passing. And here's Wolfsburg again. Here's Huth. Playing the ball back to Kleinherrn. That one's loose from Sophia Kleinherrn, which is not like her. Last week, well, the last time out in the Frauen-Bundesliga, she had an 88% accurate pass rate. So it's not like her to give the ball away at all. Here's Bergsvand. So Essen quite happy just to sit off at the moment. No high press like what we saw against Cologne last week, allowing Wolfsburg to have plenty of time and room on the ball, but that one's been broken up. And Essen are forced to go backwards. Going to come across the flag. Here's Pop. And she wins the throw-in, just inside Essen's own half, just down in front of the dugouts. Flach over the throw-in. But that one's gone through to Kleinherrn. She'll play in Kieland. Here's Linda. Bergsvand again. Exchanging passes with Kieland. Kleinherrn on the ball. Again, looking to get forward, looking for runners. She brings Huth into play. Everything at the moment is going through Kleinherrn, Sophia Kleinherrn, the 25-year-old. Here's Linda. She's been closed down very quickly and dispossessed of the ball. But Essen are unable to start a counter-attack of their own. And here's Kleinherrn in the middle of the pitch, and she brings in Weidemeyer into play. Here's Linda, playing in Busse. It's good play from Essen, showing good strength. And our referee gives the foul to the away side, Miriam Schwärmer. Good play from Östermeier. Here's Sindemann. Again, it's another loose ball from Essen, but that one's been taken care of. It's a dangerous ball across the 18-yard box, but eventually it's been able to clear, but only to a Wolfsburg player in Minga. Here's Kieland. She'll bring Linda into play here. First time ball across the box, but that one's been blocked. And again, very strong play from Essen, who are able to break up the play, but when they're looking for that final ball, it's not quite there. Essen again, playing the ball back to Sindemann. Just need to be a little bit more careful with the ball here, Essen. That's a good ball forward to Pop, but she's closed down very quickly. It's a very heavy challenge from Flach, but the referee waves play on. Here's Kleinherrn again. Weidemeyer. The gulf between the two sides could not be more telling, with Wolfsburg winning 12 from 15 games. Essen, in the meantime, only have 2 wins to their name this season. Wolfsburg with 52 goals to date. Essen have only found the net 13 times this season. Over the years, the two sides have faced each other 45 times, but Wolfsburg, unsurprisingly, dominating this fixture with 33 wins. And during that time, they've scored 139 goals to Essen's 36. Essen have only managed to beat Wolfsburg 6 times. Here's Kleinherrn. Weidemeyer. She's closed down by Pop, who does well. Again, showing good strength. That should be... referee's given a throw-in to Essen. Here's Flach over the throw-in. It's excellent feet by Kleinherrn, showing lots of composure on the ball. That's a good ball forward to Kezia. Here's Berenstein, but she's been dispossessed. And here's Essen, looking for options. Wolfsburg are making it very difficult for them to play the ball out. So, 18 minutes gone. Wolfsburg still a goal to the good. Seeing plenty of ball in the first half. Only one real chance of note, and that was the goal right back at the beginning of the game. So Essen making it difficult for the home side. as you can see, playing 5 across the back, out of possession. And here's an opportunity for the ball to be played into the box on the home side, but once again, Essen stand firm and are able to clear. But Wolfsburg pick up the ball again. Here's Kleinherrn. This time she comes over to the right-hand side to play in Svane Youth. Kieland. Weidemeyer goes infield to Kleinherrn. She's looking to make space here in front of herself. Weidemeyer comes infield, plays a decent ball across with her left foot. That one goes all the way through to the back stick, and eventually Sindermann's able to collect from Sarah Linda. Good play from Wolfsburg down the right-hand side. Good overlap from Weidemeyer, who came onto her left foot, delivered a really good ball across the box, but no takers for the home side. Here's Pop. Again, showing good feet, the youngster. Here's Flach. Isn't a dispossess, and that's a really good ball played through to Huth, who can get going if she wants to down here. She's got room down the right-hand side, looking for the cross, but an excellent challenge, and that one will go out for another corner kick to the home side. Huth's seen plenty of ball in the opening 20 minutes down the right-hand side for Wolfsburg, but she was matched by her immediate opponent and gave away another corner kick. Kieland will come over to take this one again. Let's see if they can take something from this set piece. Kieland over it. It's an outswing out towards a penalty spot. Essen are able to take care of it. That fell to the feet of Minga, who had a go on the volley. Wolfsburg just need to get the ball down here so they can play again. They've done just that. Here's Weidemeyer. Plays the ball out to Kieland. It's a nice little touch in field to Minga. Here's Kieland again. It's a good ball played in, and there's plenty of room there for Minga, but she's unable to do anything. Closed down by Essen, and they're able to clear it to Pop. Weidemeyer's right on top of her. She's stolen the ball, tried to play the ball in field, but she's been dispossessed, and Essen, if they're careful here, can mount a counter-attack down the right-hand side, but unfortunately that one's been given away loosely, and Wolfsburg will start again halfway through their own half with Sarah Linda. Here's Bergsvand. Here's Huth. Here's Kleinherrn again, playing the ball out to Guru Bergsvand. Here's Pop. She needs support though down this left-hand side. Weidemeyer is able to shield that, and that one goes out for a throw into the home side, just inside their own half. Here's Linda. Brings our goal scorer Kessia Bussi into play. She comes back to Guro Bergsvand, the 31-year-old Norwegian international. 43 caps to her name so far, Bergsvand. Here's Minga. Plays a ball infield to Huth. She in turn exchanges passes with Kieland. Here's Berenstein. Showing good strength, as she always does, the Dutch international, with so much experience, over 120 caps for the Dutch international side. That's a good ball into Berenstein, who gets the flick, but our referee decides she's shown too much strength here, and that one's given as a foul to Essen inside the 18-yard box. I didn't see too much wrong with that. But the referee judged that one to be a foul by Lynette Berenstein. Sindermann with an opportunity here to launch the ball forward. Looking for options. She does go long. That one's flicked on, but no takers for Essen. Here's Linda. with room down the left-hand side. It's a good ball in field. It's an excellent turn. It's a great ball out to Huth. She's got so much room here. Plays the ball across the 6-yard box, and that one's just slightly out of reach, and Essen are able to clear. It's a good turn. Here's Flack. She's got plenty of room down this left-hand side. If she gets her head up, now she's in a bit of business. She's made room for herself, looking for options. And that's slightly ambitious from Tuan, Ella Tuan, but why not? She had a goal from about 20 yards there on her left foot. But that one's high, wide and mighty. But Essen they'll take some confidence from that, getting forward, keeping possession of the ball and eventually getting a shot away. It's their first effort on goal in this game, and we're just coming up to 25-minute mark. Here's Weidemeyer. Here's Bergsvand. Closed down by Ramona Maya. Is forced to go out to Linda. Here's Tuan playing a really good ball inside to Maya. Showing good composure on the ball. She'll get a second chance at that, but she gives the ball away to Berenstein, who brings Huth into play inside the centre circle. Here's Kielan playing the ball out to Linda. Here's Kleinhorn again with room just down this right-hand side. Exchanges passes with Huth. Here's Weidemeyer. That's a really good ball forward to Sviena Huth. She's closed down though. And that one will go out for a throw-in to Essen. We'll play from Baker. Essen defender. Making her 15th appearance for Essen today. Up against one of the Bundesliga's most experienced players in Sviana Huth. Here's Kleinhorn drawing the foul from Maya. Showing just a little bit too much aggression. So another set piece for the home side, and once again it's Kieland and Huth over the ball. Opportunity to deliver one into the 18-yard box, looking for takers. Huth's on the move, but Kieland opts to put the ball in. It's up in the air, and that one's taken care of by Essen. Here's Linda. She'll let that one run out for a throw-in to the home side, halfway through Essen's half. She comes back to Kieland, who plays in Weidemeyer. Here's Huth. She comes in field to Kleinhorn. There's Kieland again to Bergsvand. It's a good ball forward to Minga. She's got room here. Looking for the move of Lynette Berenstein. It's a good idea. But Kim Sinderman read the situation well, the 25-year-old. Came out and smothered the ball. Started every game since November the 5th, Kim Seidemeyer. She's only kept 5 clean sheets though. 27 goals conceded and 28 goals conceded now in total. Here's Pop for Essen. But Huth showing her experience with her defensive duties. Plays the ball back for a rare touch for Stina Johannes in the Wolfsburg goal. Here's Bergsvand. Playing the ball out left to Linda. She brings in Busse, but she's closed down by Tuan, who does really well. She's unable to find Maya. That ball's broken up, and Wolfsburg can start another counter-attack here. Weidemeyer plays the ball up the line for Huth, and again Sviana Huth with plenty of room. Plays a really good ball into Berenstein, who unfortunately can't quite get it right. And that one falls nicely to the feet of Kim Sinderman in the Essen goal. Huth with a head up. It's a really good ball. And And you'd expect an awful lot better from Lynette Berenstein, who got that one all wrong. So the score coming up to the half-an-hour mark remains Wolfsburg 1, Essen 0. Here's Bergsvand playing the ball in field to Kleinherrn. Weidemeyer asking for the ball. She gets it. Oh, referee popped it really well there. Kopp, I beg your pardon. But the referee decides that was a foul. I think she clearly won the ball there, didn't she? No matter what, it's a foul for Wolfsburg in a very dangerous area, in a good area. Again, to make something count from a set piece. So the referee giving instructions to make sure they wait for the whistle. Keeland and Huth over the ball. Kowalski and Pop. In the wall. So with half an hour gone, can Wolfsburg add to their lead? This time they go short to Huth. And that one's well defended again from Kopp, and that will be a throw-in to Wolfsburg, deep inside Essen's half, just down by the corner flag. Weidemeyer comes over to take it. Here's Berenstein showing good touch, good strength as well. She's been closed down, and the referee once again gives a foul to the home side. Flash not too impressed with that one. Guilty of the foul. So again, another chance for another decent delivery here for Wolfsburg. Looking for movement inside the 18-yard box this time. Will Keeland drive it across the 18-yard box, or will she lift it over? Let's see what she does. She plays it shot to Huth. She comes in field with a chance with a left foot shot. And she's got that one all wrong, and that one will go out for a throw-in to Essen. You can see what Wolfsburg were trying to do there, just catch Essen on the hop. But Huth got that one all wrong, which was not surprising for her. The 35-year-old who's started 14 from 14 games for Wolfsburg this season. She's only scored one goal though. Here's Tuan getting forward again. That's a really good ball. If Flack can get there, she just about did, but unfortunately that one has run out for a goal kick to Wolfsburg. 32 minutes gone, still a goal to the good for the home side. But again, Tuan showing plenty of ambition to get forward, but she was just a little bit too long with the pass there. So Wolfsburg start again with Kleinherrn inside their own half. Here's Weidemeyer looking for options in midfield, but Essen closing everybody down. Oh, that one's loose this time. Here's Kopp. She's not able to control that. She looks like she got caught in two minds of what she wanted to do with the ball, and eventually it's given away. Here's Huth. Minga exchanging passes with Huth. Here's Bergsvand with time. She comes in field for Kleinherrn inside the centre circle. She gets her head up, plays in Huth. That's a nice touch to Keeland, but she's closed down. Here's Kowalski. That's a nice turn. Tuan getting forward, but her first touch is not the best, and that one's been broken up by the home side. Here's Linda. Bergsvand going forward to Bussy. Tuan once again showing good strength, puts that one out for a throw-in. She had a very good start to the game, Ella Tuan. for the away side. She's been very solid so far, not afraid to get forward either. Here's Linda. Keeland. That's a good ball in. Any runners? No runners, but that's not very well defended. Poor ball and a poor header. Back to Pedamores, who had a shot at goal, and that one goes over, and that will be a goal kick to Essen. She'll be disappointed with that finish, Ella Pedamores, 23-year-old Dutch international, looking for her 4th goal of the season. So goal kick to Essen. Paula Flach was making herself available, but Sinderman decides to go long. Here's Berenstein. Here's Vademaya, but she's closed down very quickly by Leona Kopp. So you can just see how much of possession that Wolfsburg have had in this opening half an hour. 70% of possession so far, 9 shots at goal, of only which 3 have been targeted. Essen's 1 shot. So as you would expect ahead of this game, Wolfsburg dominating the proceedings, but they're only a goal to the good. Here's Vademaya. Looking for the run of Minga, but that one should be taken care of. And it is, and that one will go out for a throw-in. Vademaya over the throw. Here's Keelan, turning inside, it's a good turn. She's got Huth available to her. That's a nice turn, it's a good ball in. Are there any takers? But that's really well defended. Here's Linda, she plays the ball back to Keeland, who can't get it under control. And eventually she's forced to go back to Bergsvand. Plays the ball in forward to Keeland. Here's Kleinherrn, getting forward. Asking a little bit too much of Janine Minga, and that one's been broken up, and Flach plays it off Minga for a throw-in to Essen. Just feeling that one a little bit in that challenge with Minga. Should be okay though. Referee asking for to get on with the game. She goes up the line, but she's given that one away. And Essen are able to clear it deep inside Wolfsburg's half. But no takers for Essen, and Bergsvan's able to take plenty of control of that ball. Plenty of room as well to play in Linda. She gets it back from Linda Bergsvand. And again, Maya, the sole player up front for Essen, is happy just to patrol inside the centre circle without overcommitting. Here's Bergsvand. This time she's able to make tracks into Essen's half. But she's closed down, and Essen have done well to break up that attack. She gets her head up, she can see that there's movement here from Essen. Here's Maya. Oh, and Tuan was looking for the ball inside. She was asking for it, but Maya's unable to find her. And Wolfsburg are easily able to take control of that. And Kleinhan goes back to Johannes. And Kleinhan can get moving again. Here's Bergsvand. Here's Kleinhan. She's got Vademaya available to her. She goes there, but again, she's left the ball a little bit short. That one goes out for a throw-in to Essen. Plenty of encouragement from Essen's new head coach. I think she'll be fairly content with how things are going so far. No doubt she'll be wanting more in the final third for Essen. But that one is broken up by Essen. And Berenstein, she's trying to get forward, but unfortunately she's unable to do anything with that, and Linda gets back and is able to make the challenge. Poor play from Bergsvand, who gave Berenstein the opportunity to get forward, but unfortunately she didn't have enough pace to get into the 18-yard box, and it was easily cleared up by Wolfsburg in the end. But just a little warning, for the home side. Not to give the ball away cheaply, particularly in their own half. That's a good ball forward for Lynette Berenstein, who's got room here. Huth on the move as well. That's a really good ball from Berenstein, who finds Huth, but Huth is unable to get the ball back across the 6-yard box. But Wolfsburg will start again. That one's been miscontrolled by Kieland. Here's Karowski. Here's Kopp. Kowalski again. She goes across to Debitska. And that's a really nice touch. Here's Tuan with a little bit of room to get forward if she wants. Linda is in front of her. It's a good ball forward to Maya. She's done really well, and that, unfortunately, is a goal kick. So good movement from Essen, doing really well down the right-hand side. But Bergsvan stood strong, and that one's gone out for a goal kick to the home side. Here's Kleinherrn. Weidemeyer down the right-hand side. Minga comes in field looking for the ball. But Weidemeyer goes back to Kleinherrn again. Kieland with room inside the centre circle, looking for the movement of Huth. Here's Bergsvand. Kleinherrn again. There's room for Huth to turn. She does that. Berenstein offering herself down the right-hand side. Huth plays in Weidemeyer. And Kopp once again does just enough. And she wins a throw-in for the away side. So 5 minutes to the break. Wolfsburg still a goal to the good here at the Augstadion. Flack over the throw-in. It's very well played by Platiner. To play in Tuan. She goes back to Sinderman, who launches the ball long to Maya. Maya could make life difficult here for Bergsvan, but Bergsvan keeps her composure. Nice little header to Kleinherrn. There's Weidemeyer exchanging passes again with Kleinherrn, who plays the ball out left to Bergsvan. It's a good turn from Pedimors. She tried to play the ball into Kessia Busse, who had come across from the flank. Here's Huth. Pedimors. Here's some room for Kieland. Aiming for Lynette Berenstein, but that one's easily cleared. And then that one has gone right out of the stadium from Sarah Linda. Still looking for her first goal this season, Sarah Linda, and after that effort you can see why. German international with 29 caps. So goal kick to Essen, just coming up to half-time. I wouldn't expect there'd be much injury time at the end of this first half. We've not had any stoppages of note so far. That's a throw into Essen, just inside Wolfsburg's half, down the right-hand side. Ella Tuan over it. Looking for options, looking for movement. And that one's broken up again by Wolfsburg. Kieland showing plenty of strength. Johannes needed to be careful there, and she's done just that. Kieland plays the ball out to Weidemeyer. She goes back to Kleinherrn. There's Johannes again, the Wolfsburg goalkeeper. He's kept one clean sheet so far, 20 goals conceded. Here's Bergsvand. So here's Essen with possession of the ball. Here's Tuan getting down the right-hand side. She comes in field. She plays in Maya. But she's closed down very quickly by Kieland and Minga. And the ball goes all the way back to Johannes in the Wolfsburg goal. Here's Kleinherrn. Kieland. She's got a little bit of room to get forward here if she wants to. But she decides to go left to Linda. She'll bring in Busse into play. She does just that. should be a foul, and it is. Dubitska, guilty of a tackle from behind on Minga. So we're just a couple of minutes to the break. Here's an opportunity for Wolfsburg to throw one into the mix with another set piece, this time from the left-hand side. Essen will not want to concede a second just before the half, because it will keep them very much in the game heading into the second half. And as always, it's Kieland and Huth over it. Will Huth make a short run this time, like she has done? She does just that. Kieland delivers it into the box, but this time it's easily defended by Essen. Kopp is unable to control that one, and she draws another foul in another good area for the home side to deliver a good ball into the box. Kieland again over it. Kim Sunderman making sure that there's a defensive wall set up. Here's Kieland. Delivers the ball into the box. It's a back header to the back stick from Janina Minga, and that one goes just wide. There's confirmation that there'll just be the 1 minute of added time at the end of this first half. It was Minga with a slight touch. Pedimos was unable to get on the end of that, and that one's just drifted wide for a goal kick to Essen. So Sinderman in the Essen goal, clears long. It's headed on by Flach. And she clears again at the second attempt. Here's Bergsvand, and here's Kieland. Linda's got plenty of room over here on the left-hand side if she wants to get forward, but she's closed down very quickly by Berentsen. She's forced to come infield. Here's Weidemeyer. It's well controlled by Pedimors. Here's Huth. It's a good ball into Weidemeyer. She exchanges passes with Pedimors, and that'll be a late corner kick at the end of this first half. We've already played over the allocated minute. I fully expect the ball to be delivered and the half-time whistle will blow, but Essen will need to stand firm here. The last thing they want to do is concede a second goal right at the end of the first period. Kieland over the ball, as she is always over set pieces for the home side. Can Wolfsburg capitalise on a set piece? It's a good ball. It's headed on, and this time Essen stand firm and they're able to clear. Wolfsburg will start again. Essen clear once again, and there goes your half-time whistle. So in the corresponding fixture back in October, Wolfsburg were winning by 2-0. This time it's only 1-0. There's your goal scorer, Kessia Bussi, who was on hand. She was on her toes, and she was able to knock the ball home after only 4 minutes, after Ella Tuan did her best to clear the ball off the line from a set piece from Wolfsburg. So half-time here in Lower Saxony at the Auk Stadion. It's second place Wolfsburg 1, SGS Essen 0. Welcome back to the Stadion here in Wolfsburg. It's the home side who hold the advantage after that lightning start inside 4 minutes, asserting their authority with the kind of tempo and precision that you would expect from a side chasing the summit. Since then, it's been a story of territorial dominance for Wolfsburg. Wave after wave of green shirts. Patient in possession, probing, switching play, stretching the width of the pitch, but without adding the second goal that their control has deserved. Essen, for their part though, they've had to dig in. The defensive block has been deep, it's been compact, but it has been disciplined. They've really been able to escape their own half, let alone establish any sustained pressure in the Wolfsburg final third. It has been backs to the wall stuff, clearing lines, closing angles, and asking the goalkeeper to remain alert. So it's just 1-0. This contest remains firmly poised. Wolfsburg will know that the next goal is absolutely crucial. Convert that dominance into daylight, and they should be able to settle this one. Leave it as it is though, and Essen will believe that one moment, maybe one transition, one set piece could turn the narrative entirely. So here we go again at the start of the second half with Wolfsburg a goal to the good. No substitutions for both sides at the start of this second half. So it's a vital week for the home side. They've got 2 huge games coming up in the next few days. First of all, on Thursday, the She-Wolves travel to Turin to face Juventus in the reverse fixture of the UEFA Women's Champions League, where they know only a win will guarantee a place in the quarter-finals of the competition. But they will be absolutely buoyed by that 2-2 draw here during the week. And here's Bussy. Just when we thought the referee was going to let that one go, she's called it back for the goal kick to the home side. But then after Turin, it's the one that we've all been waiting for in the Google Pixel Frauen-Bundesliga, as Wolfsburg then travel to Munich to take on the leaders Bayern a week today. Kick-off at the Bayern campus is at 16:20 local time. And what a game that promises to be, first against second. And they're expecting a capacity crowd of roughly 5,000 that day. But they'll need to take care of Essen first of all, who are making tracks here into Wolfsburg's final third. And that's not a bad ball across the box, and that one's been cleared for a throw-in from Kleinherrn. And Essen have a throw-in deep inside Wolfsburg's half. Debitska decides to leave that one for Tuan. So it's a good, positive start from Essen, who are on the front foot right at the beginning of this second half. Still very much in this game. That's really a good play for Maya, and it's a really good ball across the box. Here's Flach, looking for Kopp, but Weidemeyer is able to bring that one away, but Kopp does really well. That's a good ball forward. And here's Tuan with a shot, and what a finish! 47 minutes gone, and what an absolutely brilliant goal from Ella Tuan at the beginning of this second half for Essen. Well, we didn't see that one coming, and neither did their travelling fans. What an absolutely brilliant finish from Ella Tuan, back at the club where she started, on loan from Cologne to the end of this season. Look at this for an effort with her left foot. And Steiner Johannes has absolutely no chance with that one. Well, we did say, didn't we, right at the start of this second half, just one chance, one opportunity, and there it is. Her first goal of the season and her first start back after coming back on loan. So Wolfsburg now with it all to do again. What a finish that was from Ella Tuan. Now Wolfsburg, let's see what you're all about. Here's Weidemeyer, coming infield to Kleinherrn. She's got Bergsvand out here on the left-hand side. She decides to come back infield to Kleinherrn. It's a good ball forward to Minga. She brings Weidemeyer into the equation. And here's Kleinherrn again. Who had an excellent first half, seen plenty of the ball, as did Bergsvand. Kleinherrn going long, looking for the run of Lynette Berenstein. And she gathers it. She draws. Oh, it looked like that was a throw in to Wolfsburg. But the assistant referee gives it to the away side. And Flach will take the throw in deep inside their own half. She'll get a second opportunity to clear that one, which she does. Here's Weidemeyer, plays the ball infield to Kieland. She's unable to control that one. That's really good play from Platina. But that one's been broken up by Weidemeyer. Here's Kieland again. And Wolfsburg, believe it or not, by conceding that goal, that's now 19 consecutive games since beating PSG 4-0 in the Champions League back in October that they've been unable to keep a clean sheet. No problems there for Kim Sinderman. She throws the ball out to our goal scorer. She's overrun that one, and that one will go out for a throw-in to the home side. Here's Kieland, playing the ball back to Bergsvand. She goes infield to Kleinherrn. Bergsvand gets it back. Kleinherrn looking to get forward, brings Kieland into play. She gets it straight back. Here's Bergsvand again. Kleinherrn looking for options forward this time. She gets it from Minga, but Minga plays that one straight into touch. And that'll be a throw in to Essen. Halfway through their own half. What a vital goal that could prove for Essen, currently in 12th position. Hamburg and Carl Zeiss Jena just below them in 13th and 14th place. Essen just a point ahead of Hamburg, 2 points ahead of Jena as it stands. So Essen with the throw-in, just inside Wolfsburg's half. Joanna, goal scorer, she'll chase that one down. Seen plenty of ball in this start this second half. She tries to take on Linda, but Linda shows too much strength and is able to clear it. But Essen take control of the ball again. Dubitska. Playing in Kowalski. And Turan showing just a little bit too much aggression there. She's given away the throw-in deep inside Wolfsburg's half. So here's Johannes, the goalkeeper for Wolfsburg, playing in Kleinherrn, who in turn plays in Weidemeyer. She gets it straight back. Here's Tuan, breaking up the play, goes in field. That's a really good ball forward, and if Pop can get on the end of that, she doesn't. Johannes saw the danger early, was able to clear. Here's Kieland playing the ball out to the right-hand side to Huth. And that should be a foul. Yeah, she looks like she's taken a sore one there, Sviana Huth. Flack with the foul, just kicking the bottom of Huth's foot. Wolfsburg with the free kick just inside their own half. And that's confirmation of the yellow card for Paula Flach. So Weidemeyer over the free kick. Here's Kleinhardt looking to get forward. Bergsvand's available to her. Kleinhardt again inside the centre circle. Exchanging passes once again with Bergsvand. Come out to the left-hand side to Linda. And that one's closed down very quickly by Berendsen. Here's Linda over the throw-in. Halfway through Wolfsburg, Essen's half, I beg your pardon. She throws the ball back to Bergsvand, who comes infield to Kleinhardt. She's been closed down by Meyer this time. Minga getting a second opportunity at that one. Here's Huth. She comes infield, looking for options. She exchanges passes with Kieland. Here's Bergsvand, halfway through Essen's half. She turns back, plays in Kleinhardt. Here's Kieland. That's good play with Huth. She makes a little bit of room for herself here, but once again, Essen stand firm and are able to draw the foul. And Essen will be able to start again just outside their own 18-yard box. 55 minutes gone in the second half. Wolfsburg 1, Essen 1. No real chance of note for the home side, who, if they have any ambitions of closing the gap on Bayern Munich, who don't play until tomorrow, they'll need to get back into the rhythm and see if they can create an opening for themselves and get themselves back in front. As it stands, 11 points behind Bayern Munich. But they do have 2 games in hand. Here's Bussy. Not seen so much of the ball at the start of the second half. She brings Linda into play. That's excellent play to bring in Kieland, who delivers it to the front post. And Essen are able to clear at the second chance. I think the sun slightly put Kim Sinderman off there. But Essen stand firm, able to clear the ball. Here's Bergsvand. She delivers the ball onto the penalty spot, just above the head of Lynette Berenstein. And Wolfsburg start again. Here's Huth. Down the right-hand side. She delivers the ball in. And once again, Essen are able to defend, and that one should go out for the corner kick to the home side. So watch the ball in here from Kieland. The goalkeeper waiting for the ball, and between Huth and Berenstein, they both were unable to make a decent connection on the ball, and Essen are able to clear. And here they are in 57 minutes with another corner kick. Kieland over the ball. This time it's an outswinger. It's a decent ball in. There's Berenstein getting up at the back stick, but that one's easy enough for Kim Sinderman, and she collects. So expecting some changes in just a moment for the home side. A number of changes at the beginning of the second half. Fully expect their experience to come on, and we'll give confirmation of that in just a moment. Meanwhile, Wolfsburg on the attack again down the left-hand side. Here's Linda Berenstein, but she's unable to get that one, and that will run out for a goal kick to the home side. Essen gained their first points of 2026 last weekend with that goalless draw against Cologne, which actually took them above fellow promoted side Hamburg in the table on goal difference. And if they can't cause an upset today, they'll move 3 points clear of Hamburg who travel to Hoffenheim for the late game today. The bottom club, Carl Zeiss Jena, can make things complicated for Essen, as they do have a game in hand. Jena host Eintracht Frankfurt directly after this game has reached its conclusion. So it's not just interesting at the top, it's also very interesting and very much tight at the bottom of the Google Pixel Frauen-Bundesliga. Here's Kieland, bringing Linda into play. Pedimors. Bergsvan with the second opportunity. She does well. Here's Kieland inside the centre circle. She comes over to Weidemeyer. She plays the ball forward for Minga. She'll get that one. She gets her head up. Here's Bussi, swapping flanks this time. Here's Kieland. But that one's well closed down by Flach. Here's Sophie Meyer. A bit loose by Essen, and Wolfsburg are able to retain possession of the ball inside their own half, inside the centre circle. Here's Kleinherrn again, bringing Weidemeyer into play. Getting it back, looking for options. She's got Bergsvan inside the centre circle. This time she goes long. Berenstein trying to keep that ball in play, unable to though. And here come our substitutions. So Kleinherrn goes off, Caitlin Dijkstra on, and Minga goes off, Latvine comes on. Alexandra Popp, hugely experienced player, she comes on for Lynette Berenstein. So wholesale changes with an hour gone here in the Augstadion. Stefan Lark, the head coach, adding plenty of experience. Here's Huth. That was a little bit loose from her, and that one's taken care of. But again, unable for Essen to be able to keep possession of the ball. And Huth draws the throw in from Flach, deep inside Essen's half. Keelan plays that one straight out for a home kick. A goal kick to the home side. Sorry, I beg your pardon. A goal kick to the away side. 62 minutes played here in Wolfsburg. Still 1-1. Mona Meyer, 30-year-old striker. 2 goals so far this season. She started 17 from 17 games for Essen. She's put in a really good shift today, up front, on her own. That one's cleared by Twan, but straight to the feet of Dijkstra. Here's Weidemeyer. Dijkstra. She plays in Huth. Looking in field, and that one will come all the way through to Bergsvan. She's got a little bit of room in front of her. Will she have a go here? She will with the right foot, but that one's been blocked and cleared, but only to the feet of Huth. He comes in field. She plays in Dijkstra. She's got Bergsvan available on her left. Here she is. Here's Kessia Bussi. Not seen much of the ball at the start of the second half. Bergsvan again. Here's Dijkstra. And that one goes all the way through to Kim Sinderman. Latvine looking to get on the end of that one. She clears long. That will go out for a throw into the home side, just inside their own half. Sarah Linda over it. Keelan goes back. Here's Dijkstra. She's got plenty of room in front of her if she wants to get forward. It's a good ball forward. Here's Keeland. She's looking for the run of Huth. But Flach once again is aware of the run by Huth. She shields the ball well and she draws the foul from Sviena Huth. Sviena Huth with over 200 games since joining the club in July 2019. 35 years old now, hugely experienced former German international. But she's not had it overly easy today against Paula Flach, the 22-year-old, into her second season with Essen. Very versatile player. For Helene Jacques, who must be absolutely delighted with her side's application so far, with 65 minutes gone. Here in the Auk Stadion, which was opened back in 2015. It's now located in Alla Park, where the Volkswagen Arena is also situated. It's not just the women's team that play here, but the Wolfsburg's youth teams also occupy the stadion. Holland actually used it as their training facility for the Euros a couple of years back. Latvain unable to keep that one in, and that'll be a throw in to Essen, halfway through their own half. And Flach goes long and draws the foul from Weidemeyer. Didn't appear to be overly impressed with that decision from our referee, Miriam Schwärmer. Here's Baker over the ball. She's looking to go long. She does just that. That one's easily cleared, but Essen are able to pick up the loose ball. Here's Baker again. She goes long for Tuan to chase. Here's Kopp. She goes infield. Here she is again. She gets her head up. She's got options here. That's a good ball to Platiner. That's a very good ball into the box, and that's an excellent effort, an acrobatic one from Maya, and that one just went over the bar. It's a really good ball into the box from Dubitska, and you could see what Ramona Maya was trying to do there. But unfortunately, she just got a little bit too much on that one, and that one goes over the bar for a goal kick to the home side. Here's Johannes. Beg your pardon, Sinderman for Essen. Here's Keeland. Here's Linda down the left-hand side, bringing Keeland back into play. She switches it over to Dijkstra. Here's Weidemeyer. Bergsvan's available if she wants her inside the centre circle. But Dijkstra looking for the forward pass. That one's been flicked on, but no runners for Wolfsburg in behind the Essen defence. That one's easily being cleaned up by Kim Sinderman. I think the sun is causing her some issues inside the 18-yard box. You can clearly see the shadow of the stand across the 18-yard box. Sinderman going long. Maya once again making a nuisance of herself, but Dijkstra is able to play in Linda, but Tuan once again standing firm. Here's Kopp. And that one's gone straight out of play for a throw in to Wolfsburg. And here's another change for the home side. Kessia Busi going off. There's the goal to put Wolfsburg a goal to the good with only 4 minutes played. So Kessie Abusi goes off and Vivian Enderman comes on. But here's Essen with an opportunity to get forward, and it's Kopp. She comes in field. She's going to have a go here, but that one's easily saved by Steiner Johannes. But that's a couple of opportunities now that Essen have had at the Wolfsburg goal, and they've been making more tracks into the final third, which will give them plenty of encouragement halfway through this second half. Here's Cinder. She comes across to Dijkstra, Caitlin Dijkstra. It's a good ball forward. Pop holds that one up. Well, that one's going straight. She needs to be slightly careful there. Wolfsburg retain possession of the ball. That's well played. Now here's a chance to have a shot at goal. Keeland with the effort. And Sinderman is able to take control of that one. The home crowd thinking that ball's crossed the line and showing their discontent. Sinderman now with the ball in her hands, and she goes long, deep into Wolfsburg's half. That one's cleared. Platinum does well. Tabitska goes back to Sinderman. Plays the ball forward. Here's Weidemeyer for the home side. 70 minutes gone. Still 1-1. Here's Dijkstra. Looking for movement ahead of her, but she's forced to go left to Bergsvan. She gets it back. Here's Bergsvan again. Dijkstra going forward to Huth. She gets it back from Huth. Once again, Essen with the low block here, making it very difficult for Wolfsburg to play through. And they're easily able to clean that one up. Try and start an attack down the left-hand side, which they do. Here's Maya. And that one should go out for a throw into the home side, which it is. And we have another substitution here. And Essen making a couple of changes. So on comes number 15 for Essen, Lara Pux, and she's going to replace Romana Maya. And on comes Berentsen, she goes off. And Maria Olsen comes on, who joined from Austria Wien last month, 25-year-old Danish national. So here's Wolfsburg, Weidemeyer over on the right-hand side. That's a loose one from Huth. And there's Pug's first touch of the ball. That's an excellent first touch as well, bringing Kopp into play. Kopp unable to find the run of Lara Pug's, and Wolfsburg are able to take control of this one now. Here's Keeland and Dijkstra. Weidemeyer. Dijkstra getting it back. Here's Bergsvand, who has seen plenty of the ball so far in this second half. She brings Keeland into play. She goes over to the right-hand side to bring in Weidemeyer. She goes down the line. And if Essen are careful here, which they are, good defending once again by Essen, not giving Wolfsburg anything. Baker showing plenty of strength and composure to let that one roll out for a throw-in to the away side. And Sinderman should clear long here. So just about 15 minutes left to play here in the Augstadion. And Wolfsburg still really with their looking to register their first effort on goal in the second half. Finding it difficult to play through Essen at the moment, who are standing firm at the back. And all they will want is just that one more glimpse of goal, and they could cause a real upset here in Lower Saxony. Here's Flach over the throw-in for Essen. Here's Huth. Here's Pop. And that should be a foul to Wolfsburg, which it is. Back up. Guilty of the foul on Alexandra Pop. If Wolfsburg want to try and get anything out of this game, they need to look closer at their set pieces. Kieland's over this one, as is Huth. Deliver this one probably right on top of this penalty spot, I would think. She decides to drive it low, and that one's easily cleared by Essen. But it's been sliced out to this left-hand side. Here's Linda. And again, Essen stand firm. And that will go out for a throw-in to the home side, deep inside Essen's half, and we'll have a stoppage in play here. Yeah, she got a kick on the back of the ankle there. Ostermeier, you can see that was a sore one. Lena Ostermeier, the 29-year-old, came up through the youth ranks here in Essen. Has been with the club since 2018. This is her 231st appearance for the club, showing all her experience in front of Wolfsburg's back four. Just patrolling in and around that area, not allowing Wolfsburg to get through at all. Here's Huth, playing the ball to Dijkstra. We've seen plenty of the ball since she's come on at the start of the second half. Here's Bergsvand, closed down by Pokes. And once again, Essen doing really well there. Here's Kowalski. It's a good ball forward to Kopp. She's looking for the foul. She's not going to get it from a challenge from Weidemeyer. Here's Dijkstra again. Kieland. Putting the ball out to Linda. Exchanging passes here. Here's Enderman. And here's Dijkstra. Plays the ball forward. That's a really poor touch. And if Essen get their heads up here, that's a really good ball out to the right-hand side. She'll need some support though. Unfortunately, she's unable to keep a hold of the ball, and that one's easily been taken care of by Wolfsburg. Olsen, second half substitute, will need to do better there for Essen, because Wolfsburg were easily able to dispossess her of the ball and able to start another attack down the left-hand side. Here's Sarah Linda. But the referee's stop play here. Let's see what she's going to give here. So here's another substitution for Essen. Number 14 is coming on. Cherie van Bel, who started against Cologne last week. And off comes Natasha Kowalski. Cherie van Bel, 26-year-old striker, 1 goal so far this season, 10 caps for Belgium. She's going to get herself into the mix now. and just try and add a little bit of power up front for Essen. Here's Dijkstra. Going long this time, looking for the run. But that one's gone all the way through once again to Kim Sinderman. Ten minutes to go here in Wolfsburg. Still 1-1. As it stands, Wolfsburg will be dropping points with Bayern Munich to come tomorrow, who play Werder Bremen. And then they have to travel to Bayern next Sunday, a week today, to take on the league leaders. They still do have games in hand, 2 to be precise, but they will not want to drop any points here. If they have any ambitions of catching Bayern at the top of the table, they're going to have to do everything that they can to try and break down a very stubborn Essen defence, who have given them absolutely nothing in this second half. And what a contrast to the corresponding fixture back in October, where they were conceding goals for fun in Essen. But their new head coach, Helene Jaak, has got them very disciplined so far. She knew that they would need conviction, courage and team spirit to get anything out of today's game. She said that they need to bring those attributes and that type of attitude to today's game. She wanted them to work as a unit and demonstrate their own quality, and I think you'll agree that they've done just that in this game. And once again, Essen blocking the cross from Vivian Enderman. Here she is. She's faced by Tuan though. She comes in field, tries to get the ball across, and Tuan's able to clear. Olsen's on hand to help, but nobody up front for Essen, and that'll be taken care of by Bergsvand. She comes in field to Dijkstra. And that one's a little bit too heavy, the challenge. And now Wolfsburg with another opportunity to get the ball into the box, and here's their last change of the game. So Weidemeyer's come off. And Judith Pujols has come on. So Judith Pujols, 20-year-old, joined from Barcelona in July last year, under 20 Spanish international. Here's Kieland over the free kick. That one's flicked on. But again, no runners at the back post. It's the second time that's happened in this game. From a free kick, where they've been able to flick the ball on towards the back stick. They've had no takers, Wolfsburg. So here's Kim Sinderman with a goal kick for Essen. She goes long. That one should be picked up by Pooks, which it is. Here's Tuan, lays the ball down the line, but there's no runners. That's got far too much on it for Olsen to chase. That one will go all the way through for Steiner Johannes. Here's Linda, looking for runners. She goes long. Essen are able to clear it. Here's Pooks. She'll need to be careful with the ball here, and she does well. That one's cleared high and long. That one's dropped nicely. If she gets her head up, she's got runners here. But again, just a little bit too much on the ball for Olsen, who's unable to capitalise on that. And here's Pujols, slotting into left back. Bergsvand, beg your pardon, Linda. It's a good ball down the line for Pedemors. Here's Huth. That's a really good ball into the 18-yard box, and that will fall nicely. But unfortunately, Enderman's not able to take any control of the shot. And that one has gone out, I think, for a throw-in to the home side. But we have an injury here. Looks like a bang to the face. Let's take a closer look. actually think that she got hurt by her own player there. Lena Ostermeier just catching Yuli Debitskit, who's taking a head knock and requires a little bit of treatment here. She seems to be okay. Let's take another closer look. Yeah, I think she just got a bash on the back of the head from Ostermeier. But she's fine to carry on. So just coming up to 5 minutes left in this game. There'll be a good couple of minutes to cover in injury time with that foul. So still time for Wolfsburg to grab what will be a very late and a very important goal as well, as they continue to chase Bayern Munich down at the top of the league. Here's Dijkstra. Here's Linda. That's not a bad ball into the 18-yard box, and that one should be cleared by Essen, which it is. They go long. And again, we have another head knock here and another stoppage, which is starting to frustrate the home fans, as you can hear. This time it looks like Baker's taken a knock to the head. And you can quite clearly see Kim Sinderman is asking for the substitution here. So Linda with the ball into the box. Let's see what happened here. I didn't see much in that. But it's Plattner that's gone down. And let's see if there will be a substitution in the centre of defence for Essen. So Helena Jacques just talking to Ella Tuan. Not long to go. All she'll be asking for is just to keep it firm, keep it steady at the back. No silly mistakes, and they'll come away with what will be an excellent point. But they'll need to dig deep in the next few minutes or so. I think she's actually taken an elbow to the face as she was trying to defend that ball from when Ostermeier cleared the ball. Yeah, and you can quite clearly see there's some blood there, just on the, what looks like the eyebrow of Plattner. So Essen about to make another substitution. God, that's a nasty one, isn't it? Right on top of the eyebrow, almost on the eyelid. So Debbie can confirm the substitution. Yes, so it's Baker that's had to go off due to that injury. And it's Teresa Bonarati that's come on. 20-year-old midfielder. This is only her third appearance for Essen, and she'll slot straight into centre of defence, I would guess. But Lani Maya Becker taking a sore one there and having to come off due to that injury. So that'll add a good 3 or 4 minutes to the end of this game. So here's Pujols. Once again, blocked. Here's Olsen. Tuan. That ball goes long, but there's absolutely no takers for Essen. And it looks like they're quite satisfied just to continue playing the low block. Just keep one player up front and just try and contain Wolfsburg as Wolfsburg go searching for this, what will be a winning goal, I would harbour a guess. So here's Huth. That's a good ball forward. But again, Essen stand firm. Here's Huth again, clips it to the back post, and that one goes all the way through to Sinderman. So we're into the final minute here in the Auk Stadion. Bayern Munich to come tomorrow against Werder Bremen. So as it stands, we understand that at least 6 minutes of injury time will be added on at the end of this second half. Here's Pooks. Here's Kopp. That one's blocked by Dijkstra. Here's Kopp again. Oh, cheeky little nutmeg on Dijkstra, but Huth is taking care of that one. Kielan goes long. That's an excellent touch, as you would expect from the very experienced Alexandra Popp. She gets it again. She plays the ball down the left-hand side, but Tuan's got too much on that one. She goes back to Sinderman, who clears into touch. So Wolfsburg with a throw-in, halfway through their own half. We're now into injury time here in the Auk Stadium. There's confirmation of 6 minutes injury time. Here's Dijkstra. And that one should go all the way through to Sinderman, and it does. So Wolfsburg will have to keep going here. They'll just have to try and remain patient and see if they can break down what has been a very well-organised Essen defence. Helena Jacques, who comes here with bags of experience as the new head coach. But they'll have to defend this one. Here's Vivian Enderman. That's a good ball to the back stick. And there's absolutely nobody there for Wolfsburg. And that one's gone all the way out for a goal kick. Vivian Enderman with an excellent ball across the box. The German international with 15 caps. So here's Sinderman. Lara Pooks making herself available for the long ball for Essen. That's a missed kick from Sinderman. She should get a second chance at that, but Essen are taking no chances here. Oh, and that should go out for a corner kick. It does. So as we're just coming up to the second minute of injury time, Wolfsburg with an opportunity to throw one into the mix here. Wolfsburg will be looking for their target players. Alexandra Popp. Go to Bergsvand, all waiting. Vivian Enderman standing on top of Kim Sinderman, trying to make life difficult. It's a good ball into the box. It's broken free, but again, Essen are able to clear only to the edge of the 18-yard box. Essen standing firm. And once again, they're able to clear. Now it's a foot race. And Johannes comes out. And that's a good ball in from Kieland. And once again, Essen are able to stand firm. Here's Tuan looking for the run of Popp. She managed to keep herself onside, looking for options. She's asking for some support. She brings Olsen into play. And that should be a foul. No, the referee waves play on. Here's Kieland. Here's Dijkstra, looking to get forward. She's in business here. She gets her head up. She's got Huth to her right-hand side. That's a great ball through the lines. Huth plays it into the 18-yard box. And again, Essen stand firm and are able to clear. Halfway through injury time, 3 minutes to go. Flach again with the clearance. Here's Dijkstra. It's a good ball into the 18-yard box, onto the edge. Here's Pujols. And that once again has been clocked, and Essen go forward. Here's Linda. And here's Judith Pujols. She's got room to get the ball forward to Vivian Enderman, who can cross with her left foot. And it's broken all the way through, and what a save right at the end from Sinderman. And once again, Essen frustrating Wolfsburg. It's a really good ball across. And it's an excellent block from Pedamores. Good save from Kim Sinderman, keeping the score to 1-1. But again, much to the frustration of the home crowd. There's another injury that'll need to be taken care of. And that'll add just a little bit more time to the end of the stoppage time here in Wolfsburg. Still 1-1. Essen, who equalised right at the beginning of the second half. And let's not forget that Wolfsburg took the lead here on 4 minutes and have been unable to capitalise that for 86 minutes. And you could argue with stoppage time, now 90 minutes. You can clearly see Alexandra Pop there with an exchange with the home fans. Frustration all around so far, for not just the fans, but for the players as well for Wolfsburg. They know they cannot afford to drop any points in the pursuit of Bayern Munich at the top of the table. And with a hugely important game against Juventus coming up in midweek, they'll want to go into that game in the right frame of mind. Here's Pujols. Looking for Enderman, but that's got far too much on it, and that goes out for a goal kick to Essen. Sinderman with a goal kick for Essen. This could prove to be a vital point for Essen as they continue to fight to stay in the Google Pixel Frauen-Bundesliga. Hamburg and Jena just below them. Jena with a game in hand, 2 games in hand now after this one. It's well played by Olsen. That one's played up the line for Lola Pooks to chase, but Bergsvan's got that one under control. Here's Johannes. And here's Dijkstra. She's got room in front of her. And once again, Essen are able to block it. And that one goes out for a throw-in. Now very deep into stoppage time. You wouldn't think there'd be much time left now for the home side. Wim Schwärmer, our referee, taking a quick look at the watch. It's now or never for the home side, really. That one's not cleared by Essen, but they'll get a second chance to do it. But again, it's not the best of clearances. Here's Linda looking for Pop. She gets a flick on. Here's a late chance! And again, it's blocked brilliantly by the Essen defence. What a chance for Kieland right at the death. Watch the little flick from Pop. Kieland had a free shot at goal. And Sinderman once again with another important block deep into injury time. Here's Kopp playing the ball forward for Olsen to chase down. And the ball is at the wrong end for Wolfsburg. They'll need to get the ball forward quickly. Here's Dijkstra. We're now a minute and a half over the allocated time. Here's Huth. Bergsvand. Linda plays it towards the edge of the 18-yard box. Here's a chance for Enderman, and once again Sinderman with another vital block right at the end, and that is the full-time whistle. And what a shock here in the Augstadion as Essen, third from the bottom, newly promoted, a new head coach, have absolutely put a dent in Wolfsburg's chance to get closer to Bayern Munich with a spirited display here in Lower Saxony. 1-0 down after 4 minutes, 1-1 at the beginning of the second half, and they've come away with a vital point here in Lower Saxony. Kessa Bussi putting Wolfsburg ahead on 4 minutes, and then an absolutely brilliant equaliser from Ella Tuan, back with the club that she first started her professional career with on 48 minutes. And that means that Bayern Munich, who travel to Werder Bremen tomorrow, can extend their lead at the top of the Google Pixel Frauen-Bundesliga. Full-time score here at the Stadion is Wolfsburg 1, Essen 1.
Hallo? Hallo? Ist hier so ein komischer Ton? Was ist hier? Muss ich das aufdrehen? Sarah Lindner sorgte mit ihrem Last-Minute 2:2 Ausgleichstreffer in den Playoffs der Champions League, dass Wolfsburg gegen Juventus Turin noch alle Chancen hat. Heute hieß es aber Bundesliga-Alltag gegen Essen. Die Gäste hofften auf Bonuspunkte, aber die Gastgeberinnen in Grün gewannen ja das Hinspiel mit 8:0. Kann Essen überraschen oder sehen wir wieder eine Demonstration? 4. Minute, Ecke, VfL, Kierland. Auf Bergswand, die findet Minge. Der Schuss verunglückt, aber da ist Bussy, Kessia Bussy. Die Franzosin steht da, wo eine Torjägerin stehen muss. 7. Saisontor, schon beim 8:0 war sie doppelt erfolgreich. Wird es wieder deutlich? Damals übrigens die Führung. Ja. Sarah Lindner sorgte mit ihrem 2:2 Last-Minute-Ausgleichstreffer in den Playoffs der Champions League, dass Wolfsburg gegen Juventus Turin noch alle Chancen hat. Na dann. Ja, leg mal los. Sarah Lindner sorgte mit ihrem Last-Minute 2:2 Ausgleichstreffer in den Playoffs der Champions League, dass Wolfsburg gegen Juventus Turin noch alle Chancen hat. Heute hieß es Bundesliga-Alltag gegen Essen. Die Gäste hofften auf Bonuspunkte, aber die Gastgeberinnen in Grün gewannen ja das Hinspiel mit 8:0. Kann Essen überraschen oder sehen wir wieder eine Demonstration? 4. Minute, Ecke VfL, getreten von Kierland. Die wird langgezogen auf Bergswand. Die findet Minge, Schuss verunglückt, aber da ist Bussy. Kessia Bussy, die Französin, steht da, wo eine Torjägerin stehen muss. 7. Saisontor, schon beim 8:0. Damals war sie doppelt erfolgreich. Wird es also wieder deutlich, damals im Übrigen die Führung auch in der 4. Minute. Aber Essen hielt sich stabil und nahm, was Wolfsburg anbot. Ella Toulon treibt den Ball und versucht es einfach mal aus der Distanz, aber weit über den Kasten von Stina Johannes. Wolfsburg im Verwaltungsmodus schonte vielleicht schon die Kräfte für das Rückspiel in Turin. Sven Hut jetzt einmal stark durch auf dem rechten Flügel mit der perfekten Flanke auf Beerenstein. Linette Beerenstein trifft den Ball nicht richtig und lässt das 2:0 liegen. Das hätte es doch sein müssen. Wir sind schon jetzt in der 45. Minute und wieder Ecke. Und da wird es ja bekanntlich immer gefährlich. Wieder Kierland zieht das Ding natürlich wieder auf Bergswand, aber auf der Linie geklärt. Und so geht es nur mit einem 1:0 in die Pause. Dank der einzigen Torschützerin der Wölfinnen, Kessia Büssi. Rein in Durchgang 2. 3 Minuten gespielt. Wolfsburg bekommt den Ball nicht weg. Einfach mal in den Strafraum. Der Ball trudelt an 16 und das ist El Tor. Traumtor. Und das völlig aus dem Nichts. Erstes Saisontor für die junge 22-Jährige. Perfekt getroffen und keine Chance, geschweige denn Reaktion von Stina Johannes im Tor von Wolfsburg. Gibt's jetzt die Überraschung? Wolfsburg muss jetzt schon aus dem Verwaltungsmodus hochschalten, um nicht die fest eingeplanten Punkte liegen zu lassen. Wieder die starke Justine Kierland. Super Flanke und Bärenstein und Huth, die behindern sich gegenseitig. Huth muss doch da wegbleiben und auf den zweiten Ball gehen. Riesengelegenheit, die so einfach verpuffte. 67. Minute. Essen witterte die absolute Sensation und wurde mutig. Ramona Meyer artistisch per Fallrückzieher nach der Flanke von Julia Dibicki. Aber keine Gefahr für den Wolfsburger Kasten. Drei Minuten später wieder Essen. Leonie Köpp schnappt sich den Ball in der eigenen Hälfte, zieht dann im Ribéry-Style nach innen, zieht ab. Aber Stina Johannes packt sicher zu. Essen hatte sich mittlerweile den Punkt regelrecht verdient. Wir sind jetzt schon in der Nachspielzeit. Vivian Endemann. Über links. Tolle Flanke auf Ella Pettermers. Die zieht ab. Und Kim Lea Sindermann mit allem, was sie hat, haut sie sich in den Schuss. Knallt noch gegen den Pfosten, aber sie hält das 1:1. Riesenchance und Riesentat von Sindermann. Das hätte es doch sein müssen. Aber sie ist da. Kim Sindermann. Und nochmal so ein Ding. Und wieder ist sie da. Justine Kierland. Die hätte es machen können. Aber das ist die letzte Chance. Kim Lea Sindermann hält den Punkt fest. Essen schafft die Sensation und entführt einen Zähler aus Wolfsburg. Dabei begann das Spiel, das Hinspiel, das